If your social media feed is anything like mine, well, you've seen this everywhere. It's called Backbone.
Here I have the best portable gaming accessory, the Backbone controller. The Backbone is a made-for-iPhone super premium mobile gaming controller. It is like having an actual gaming console OS on your phone. I would highly recommend the Backbone controller for anyone who wants to free up the living room TV or those who want to game while traveling.
I decided to get one to see if it's worth it or not. There's 4 different versions of Backbone, 2 for iPhone and 2 for Android. Now, each one comes with either a PlayStation controller or more of an Xbox One controller. I picked up an Xbox One controller. So let's go ahead and unbox it and then give it a test and see, is it really worth it or is this just a load of crap? So it comes with the game controller itself, which obviously expands pretty wide there. So it's actually pretty nice. This is like an adapter or an extender for certain model phones. I think mine might need this. Play Safe guide, which is basically a safety guide. And then just the instructions, which is basically how to pop this in there. Outside of that, there's nothing else really on how to run this. The controller actually feels pretty solid. So let's give this a go. To download the app for an iPhone, just go to the App Store and type in Backbone. Of course, before we can start playing, we have to register the device and create an account. The thing I like most is that it's just hitting the A button to advance, and it's very intuitive. So here we're just going to select my email address that's already in my iPhone, enter my phone number, and then pick an emoji. Now, this actually took me a lot longer than it looks like on camera. Now I'm going to select my Backbone display name, which is Assistant Saint. I thought it was interesting as I typed in ASS. Somebody already had that. That's a big bummer. Now I want to allow it to send me all notifications. I don't know why. This part was interesting as it showed me the device. If you long hold that button, it takes a screenshot. It works well. If you quick hold it, it's going to, or quick depress it, it's going to do a video recording. And this can even live stream to Twitch, which I thought was pretty great. Now, I obviously wanted to access my photos so it can save my screenshots or my videos directly to my phone. And here's where I make a mistake, and I actually do not want it to connect to my friends. I never like doing that. On this part, I like where it's showing me in the App Store to select games that have the controller device, means it will work with those. And then now it's letting me know, well, hey, you can log in with your consoles if you want, and then go from there. But we didn't do that quite yet. After setting up the device, it's now time to see if you want to sign up for the app. And there are a number of features. If you do sign up for it, it is paid at $39.99 a year. You do get 30 days for free to try it out, but there are little bonus add-ons, and for 40 bucks, I figured why not? So I'm going to give it a test. Of course, if I don't like it during the 30-day time frame, I can go ahead and cancel it. That free 30 days is really helpful to decide if I'm going to want to use this or not. After setting up the device and then setting up the actual app, I'm going to go ahead and scroll over to setting up my Steam account because I do have some games there that I want to go ahead and possibly play. This is where I ran into my really only problems. I entered my correct username and password, and it logged me in, but it gave me an error page. You'll see in just a second here. I was able to refresh that page and then did see my emoji and my username, so it all linked up, but it still now gives me an error that says fix your Steam account, and I don't know what that's about. I also connected my Xbox account because, well, there's some games there that I want to go ahead and play, and you can see here it's connected. And as I started going through the games that I had in there, I saw Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I thought, oh man, I really want to get back into that. So I went through the process to start playing, and you have to have an Ultimate Pass account at $14.99 a month. And I thought, you know what? I don't know if it's worth it, so I'm going to pass for now. And before we get into some gameplay, I'm going to speed through here at 2x just some of the things that are on there that you can try to play, like Fortnite or Among Us or Roblox. But it's got a number of games either through Steam, through Xbox or PlayStation, or just the Apple App Store. So again, there's a number of things on here that you can play, and it's definitely worth checking out. But now let's get into some gameplay. Here's Call of Duty Mobile on an Apple iPhone, and I am just going to play in, I think this is Russia Nuketown. So overall, obviously the game looks great, but what are we talking about here is just controllers. And you can see on the screen there, and it might be a little bit hard, but they do map, like reload is X, and you can see where it's got the the button like assigned to certain things on there. If I want to crouch, it's B. If I want to jump, it's A. Switch weapons, it's Y. But it's mapped that for me, and this was all automatic. As I'm playing in this game, I mean, outside of the fact that I can't aim for anything, and feel free to make fun of me in the comments there, but I'm like a professional, and I don't understand this because I am not like a professional. But when I did my 3 ranked games, what was most interesting here is I went from a rookie 1 to an elite 3. In my 3 ranked games at the end of that, when it went through the promotion status, I gained 5 levels in rookie, 5 levels in veteran, and then 3 levels in elite. That's 13 levels because I was using this controller. You're just that much better against everybody else using their thumbs on the screen. And my statistics are clear to prove that. Now, when I went to Battleground and I played 2 games of Battleground, I won the first one as the last survivor. A second one I played in a team mode, and we won that one. I was just floored at how good I play because of this, because I am not very good. And I think that's pretty evident as you watch me gameplay here. So overall, the device really ups your gameplay on your mobile. And of course, it doesn't use any battery because there's no battery for the device to be powered. It just plugs in your iPhone, and you're going to drain your battery like normal by playing the game. Now, the bad parts are there's no way to plug in another device. And because the bar is behind the phone, you can't slap something like a MagSafe device, MagSafe charger on there. That won't work either. So it's going to drain your phone. You're going to have to recharge before you can use it again. But overall, it's super solid. It opens and closes great, and it locks in quite firmly. And it's making me want to play more games on my phone than ever before. I made a mistake earlier saying you can't charge the device while you're using it, and that's incorrect. In fact, on the bottom side of the handle, there are 2 different inputs. One is for a headphone jack or a 3.5 millimeter cable to connect into a wired set of headphones. And on the other side is a USB-C, allowing you to provide continuous power while you're playing the game. I've overall found the device to be very solid, and it opens and closes quite well, and it securely clamps on my phone. I have an iPhone 12 Pro, and it works quite well with it. It's got these little wings under here to securely lock in my phone, and I've had no issues. In fact, when you're holding it, it feels very much like a joystick controller for a PlayStation or Xbox. You can get the Backbone on Amazon for $99, and don't worry, I put the link for it in the description below. My overall impressions with the device are that it's fantastic, and it's wanting me to play more because it just is that solid and feels like an actual controller. And a lot of the controls and movements, well, they're quite intuitive, just like if you're playing an Xbox or a PlayStation. So with that said, I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. Let me know in the comments, do you have a Backbone or are you going to get one? I definitely think you should, but let me know what you think.